A mighty king ruled over a vast and prosperous kingdom, yet his heart was restless. His only daughter, Princess Aditi, had grown into a woman of extraordinary grace and wisdom. Suitors from far and wide came seeking her hand, yet none felt truly worthy. One evening, as the setting sun bathed the palace in gold, the king sat deep in thought. His most trusted advisor, the Raj Guru, noticed his troubled expression and stepped forward. "Your Majesty, why do you wear such sorrow upon your face?" he asked. The king sighed. "My daughter deserves a husband as great as her destiny. But how do I choose the one truly worthy of her?" The Raj Guru's eyes gleamed with hidden intent. "Let me examine her horoscope, my king. Perhaps the stars hold the answer." When he unrolled the sacred scroll and read the celestial alignments, his breath caught. His hands trembled slightly. "Unbelievable. She is destined for greatness," he thought. "Whoever marries her will rise beyond their wildest dreams. A king will become an emperor. An emperor will rule the world." Then a wicked thought slithered into his mind. "Why should I let another man claim this fortune? If I marry her, I will be the one to ascend beyond all others." He masked his greed with solemnity and turned to the king. "Your Majesty," he said gravely, "there is a danger. While her destiny is great, her marriage could bring ruin upon her own family." The king's eyes widened. "Then what must I do?" The Raj Guru spoke with feigned wisdom. "Place her in a grand chest filled with jewels and set it afloat in the river. The divine currents will carry her to the man truly destined for her." The king hesitated, but the weight of fear clouded his judgment. Reluctantly, he agreed. When Princess Aditi learned of this decree, her heart shattered. But bound by duty and trust in her father, she stepped inside the chest. As the lid closed over her, she whispered to the darkness, "Fate, if you are real, do not abandon me." And with that, the river took her. Fate finds a way. The river flowed tirelessly through the night, carrying the chest far beyond the kingdom's reach. Miles away, a young prince named Viraj and his soldiers were returning from a long hunt. They made camp beside the river, resting beneath the star-filled sky. As Prince Viraj knelt to wash his hands in the cool water, something unusual caught his eye. A grand chest, gleaming in the moonlight, drifted toward the shore. "Retrieve that chest," he commanded, his curiosity piqued. His men waded into the water and pulled it ashore. It was adorned with gold and intricate carvings, yet it felt heavier than mere treasure. Viraj stepped forward and placed his hands on the lid. As he lifted it, his breath caught. Inside sat Princess Aditi, her face framed by silken locks, her eyes filled with sorrow and quiet resilience. For a moment, neither spoke. Then, in a trembling voice, she told her story. Viraj listened, his expression unreadable. Then he knelt before her. "If destiny has chosen me to be the one who finds you, then I accept its decision with honor. Princess Aditi, will you allow me to walk this path with you?" Aditi's heart, once burdened with fear, now felt light. Tears welled in her eyes, not from sadness, but from relief. She nodded. Viraj took a golden ring from his finger and gently placed it on hers. Then fate has spoken. And so, their journey together began. Back at the palace, the Raj Guru awaited the chest, his heart racing with excitement. He had secretly instructed his students, "When the chest arrives, bring it to my chambers and lock the door. No matter what you hear, do not open it." The moment the chest was placed before him, he dismissed everyone and locked himself inside. His hands trembled, not with fear, but with greed. "My fortune awaits," he whispered. He unlatched the lid, and then a deep, guttural growl filled the air. The Raj Guru's blood ran cold. From within the chest, a ferocious beast lunged forward. It was not the princess. It was a massive, enraged tiger. The Raj Guru let out a shriek, scrambling backward as the beast roared. Outside, his students heard his screams, but they remembered his command. "No matter what you hear, do not open the door." And so they did nothing. Inside, the tiger lunged, and the Raj Guru's greed met its final reckoning. So, my friends, this tale teaches us a powerful truth. Greed and manipulation lead to ruin, while trust in fate and righteousness pave the way for true happiness. The Raj Guru sought to twist fate to his advantage, but in the end, he fell into his own trap. Meanwhile, Prince Viraj, who acted with honor, was rewarded not only with love, but with a future beyond his imagination. Fate does not bend to greed. It guides those who trust in its path, in ways we least expect. For what is meant for us will always find its way, not through deception, but through patience, faith, and honor.